Good morning from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Today I'm going to take the longest heavy rail commuter rail trip you can take in the United States. So what is the longest commuter rail, heavy rail trip that you can take in 2025 here in the U.S.? Well, it's Atlantic City, New Jersey to Springfield, Massachusetts. Now, I can already hear people saying, oh, but Miles in Transit and Jeremy did it a few years ago from Port Jervis to Atlantic City. Well, there was a reason there was an asterisk on the title of that, and he even explained the asterisk at the beginning. Watch the video up there. And what that asterisk meant was that they got the ticket from one vending machine, the New Jersey Transit machine, and they actually got on light rail, which was the river line of New Jersey Transit. So this was specifically heavy rail, and also this trip was not possible when they did that trip. So one little caveat. So I will be going quite a convoluted way to do it. To cut two switchbacks is to make it possible on a heavier rail. Now, other people have done similar trips from Springfield to at least Newark, Delaware. They took New York City Transit, which was not heavy rail. So the first leg of this trip is going to be Atlantic City to Philadelphia 30th Street Station. The first 3 tickets I bought I actually was able to get from New Jersey Transit. They're including the SEPTA trip between Philadelphia and Trenton. Starting this journey an hour and a half earlier than I wanted to because SEPTA's been having a lot of troubles because they've had some trains going up in flames this year. Now they have to inspect them, so a lot of trains cancellations. Now they're not expecting any on the line to Trenton today, but just in case, I took an earlier train out of Atlantic City. So what's the itinerary for today? It's to start from Atlantic City, go to Philadelphia 30th Street Station. From there, go to Trenton on New Jersey on SEPTA. Then take New Jersey Transit again from Trenton to New York Penn. This is the part that gets a little weird to maintain that heavy rail part of this trip. I have to go from New York Penn to Jamaica on Long Island Railroad and then back to Grand Central where I can pick up Metro North to New Haven. From New Haven, I'll pick up CT Rail to Springfield, Massachusetts. A Wawa sighting. Got to be the track, but I don't remember these train cars being this loud when we're going faster on the Northeast Corridor. New fun fact, I inspected that bridge about 20 years ago. I don't miss sitting in that train. Used to be my daily commute. Amtrak trains, including the Cascade train that's out here for testing. Welcome to the Amtrak 30th Street Station. We got in late and I got a rush for my next train. I made it to Philadelphia. We were late. I was going to grab breakfast. I haven't had a chance yet to get breakfast. Waiting for the train in front of me to clear, unless it's the one I'm supposed to get on, and then that's the one I take to Trenton. But, yeah, a bit of a rush. Talk about SEPTA in a few minutes. With this train being late, I could have gotten something at Dunkin' Donuts to eat. You have to go into my emergency supply though once I get on board. One issue I have with my itinerary, I got a couple switchbacks. So here at Philadelphia is the first of two that I have, since Atlantic City Line had to join north of the city, and then it came to the Philadelphia. Now I'm going to go back the other way towards Trenton and backtracking on some of the same track.
Schedule 8:45, local 2, Trenton. Next to arrive on track 3.
Trenton on board!
Damn, this shit is crazy cold. Yeah.
This is the SEPTA train to Trenton. It's going to be a local. It's on one of the Silverliner 4s. These are the ones they've been having troubles with this year. They've been catching fire, so they're actually doing an emergency inspection of them right now. It's supposed to be completely done in 4 days. That'll be lucky. It's only a 2-car train, which I think is normally what they do at this time of the day anyway. But here's some of the other ones, including classic Reading and Conrail. Literally. I'm now on the delayed SEPTA train from Philadelphia to Trenton. Might miss my initial connection at Trenton, which I'm glad I had this little buffer in here by leaving Atlantic City an hour and a half early. Expecting other problems with SEPTA, so that was part of it. Let's talk about SEPTA. They're not having a good year. Part of the reason why they're having delays at the moment is this particular type of car I'm on right now, which is called the Silverliner 4. 5 of them have gone up in flames this year, so they're under federally mandated inspections. They have to be finished in 4 days. It's questionable if they will make it. And then
Holmesburg, next stop, Holmesburg.
So they've canceled a lot of trains today. The biggest problem SEPTA's having is funding out of Capital in Harrisburg. But right now they're actually under a court order to run their normal schedule, both buses and rail. Originally they're going to be cutting back the rail, and the plan was, I don't know if it still is to actually eliminate most of the regional rail trips, trains come the new year. So this train I'm on will be eliminated possibly in January 1st. So this trip might not be possible in the future. I think it's a bit short-sighted about the people in Harrisburg. A lot of it has to do with people outside of Philadelphia. They're saying, why should Philadelphia get all the money for transit? I think they would forget that Philadelphia, it's the largest city in Pennsylvania, and I believe it's the 7th largest city in the country. So if Philadelphia doesn't do well, that becomes an issue for
Torresdale, next stop.
It becomes an issue for the entire Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. That it just won't last. So I think they just don't realize that's a problem that they have. Without Philadelphia, there is no Pennsylvania. Philadelphia also has a big year coming up. They got some of the FIFA World Cup matches in Philadelphia at the Link. It's also the 200th anniversary of signing of the Declaration of Independence. Actually, ironically, I might be flying to England that day, at least at night. But so a lot of people are expected to be in Philadelphia. They need the trains, they need the buses, they need their subways to be operating. Just realized you can't put your elbows on the windowsill. This is the station I used to use all the time to go to Philadelphia. But I definitely noticed far less people use the station than they used to before the pandemic. Because this is a local service, we've only gone up to about 75 miles an hour. These trains, I think, can go over 100, if I recall. But we never have enough run to get up to that speed. rush to see if I can make my train to New York. Lucky actually get to make the connection. They're bringing us in on this platform, so that's my New Jersey Transit train.
Final stop. Train is our final stop.
Please stand back on the yellow line.
Yeah, it's New York. Yes, it is. I got really lucky there. My SEPTA train came in on track 1. The train to New York is on track 2, so I just went across the platform. Normally it's the other far side, so I have to go up and around, which takes a while. So I did make this connection. So connection number 3, Trenton to New York City on New Jersey Transit. One thing I've been lucky about so far is I've been on trains that have windows you can see out. Okay, that's what's weird. The track that SEPTA normally uses has a New Jersey Transit train sitting on it. This will be probably the fastest we'll go on this entire trip. Another observation I noticed, this is another Comet 2 car like I had from Atlantic City, and it is definitely much quieter than what I had from Atlantic City to Philadelphia.
Princeton Junction. Leaving the train, please watch the gap.
Princeton Junction is my home station. Someplace way out there is my car. I'll see that in about 15 hours. And this train is going to fill up now. So I might talk less. Get the microphone out, I can talk more, I guess. Let's see if people can open this door. They've been having troubles because they don't know to push the button. They knew to push the button. I really wish they had a station back here again. This is Monmouth Junction, because I live about 3 miles from here, if even that far. I would love there to be a station here. This is right here where they used to have a train station. I think it closed in the early 70s. There was supposed to be a new one right here. They actually built that bridge that we just went under so they can actually put train platforms in. Alas, it's not going to be there. It's going to be up quite a ways. And see that, but that's mixed feelings about that one, since I know it's going to be something that they're different than what they're actually promising. This is where they're going to be building a new station in North Brunswick, New Jersey. Like I said, I have mixed feelings about this one because it's actually going to end here, so it won't have weekend service. Actually putting some of it in, so it's just going to have weekday service, best I can guess. So I'm going to assume it doesn't run on weekends. Current time, I usually use it only on weekends, so won't serve me very well, so I probably have to continue doing what I currently do. Somebody once asked, why do I actually go to Princeton Junction instead of going to New Brunswick? It's actually slightly quicker to go down to Princeton Junction, even though I live halfway between the two stations. It's also much cheaper because parking is way, way cheaper in Princeton Junction than in New Brunswick. They're actually putting a whole new track here. It's a replacement of an existing track that's long abandoned. It's going to go up to what's called County Yard, which we're approaching reasonably shortly. That's currently where they store trains. They're expanding it. It's going to be a high point, in a sense, for when they have floods, since they lost so many trains during Superstorm Sandy. This is Jersey Avenue. can only board trains on the side that we're actually looking at here. So like this train I'm on would never actually serve Jersey Avenue. And here's County Yard. It's all the trains are out. It's actually served by the Aero 3s, which are going to be replaced in the near future. There were Aero 3s are a newer version of that Silverliner 4 that I was on with SEPTA. But the replacements are in testing out in Colorado at the moment. You can see there's a lot of work going on here to put the new rail, much larger rail yard in.
Alright folks, now arriving at the airport, Newark Airport, Newark International Airport. Please remember to take your PPE WRTs with you. For access to the monorail, once again.
Oh, a lot of people getting on and they're not going to fit. And they're all going to try to get in one door. A lot of people think when you get off the train here in New York, Penn, it's like, oh, get out here real quick. But I forget, you still have to make it into the station itself. So now we have going upstairs. Not too many stairs. Got an escalator, which is a lucky thing. So welcome to New York Penn Station. One thing I'm doing different than other people have done on this type of trip is I'm actually not leaving the stations to make any of my train connections. So at this point I'm going to do a convoluted thing. I'm going to take Long Island Railroad to Jamaica and Jamaica to Grand Central. What other people have done in the past is do one other two things at this point. They either come up here onto the street and go for a walk to Grand Central, which is a few blocks north and then to the east, or they take the subway. But taking the subway is transit and is not heavy rail, so that's why I'm taking Long Island Railroad, just for the continuity of the rules that I have of using just heavy rail, commuter rail for this trip. Long Island Railroad concourse is much nicer than it used to be. There's actually original part of the station you can actually see is right back there. You can see the hand railing in that mural, part of the original Penn Station. But definitely looks much nicer. They added an entrance here at 33rd Street, which is kind of cool. But now, I didn't have breakfast because the train was late getting into Philadelphia. That was my plan. So now it is 11:35. I am going to have brunch. Making the transfer from New Jersey Transit to Long Island Railroad at Penn Station is actually pretty easy. You normally come up in this part of the station, and all you do is walk down the hallway. And next thing you know, you're in the Long Island Railroad side. Since I'm going to Jamaica, just find the first one that's going to Jamaica, and there it is. And you just head down. Head downstairs. This is Long Island Railroad. Next, this is leg number 4 to Jamaica. Here's our window situation on this side of the train. You can't see out. Same problem with the New Jersey Transit multi-level trains. But you can generally see out this side. Welcome to Jamaica, still in New York City. I'm not leaving the station. I have to jump over to another track to take the Long Island Railroad train to Grand Central. And I'll probably miss it on track 1. Not at 12:51. Okay. And sounds like I missed it. Yep, I missed it. Now, sometime in the future, you won't have to do this little zigzag that I'm doing here from Penn Station, Jamaica to Grand Central, because the plan is that the New Haven line on Metro North Railroad will go straight to Penn Station. Now, the big question is, why don't they do that now? I'm guessing the main reason for that, they don't have the capacity in the tunnel since one of them is out under the East River to serve Penn Station. I'm now on train number 5. This is Jamaica to Grand Central.
Please face forward while riding this escalator. Please be careful while riding this escalator.
If you really care, there is such a thing as a nice restrooms in a train station in this country that's here. I'm sure that'll change after a decade, but it's still nice. So that's where this pops up. I'm at Grand Central. Like I said previously, you won't have to make this little jog I just did through Jamaica because the trains on the New Haven line and Metro North are going to go straight to Penn Station. While I'm here, let me check out the holiday fair.
See you later.
How convenient. Got a donut over here. My train is boarding right over here. I'm on train number 6. This one is Grand Central to New Haven. This might be the longest, at least time-wise, train trip. One more after that. Look at all the slow traffic. I don't miss driving in that on I-95. I'm so glad the next time I go to Massachusetts, I'm going down the New York side. Would anybody like some tea? That's train number 6. One more to go. Welcome to New Haven Union Station.
Just finished leg number 6, 7th to go. 7th is New Haven to Springfield. I can tell you one thing about taking commuter trains all this distance, my back is killing me. And I still got a long way to go. On top of the benches here at New Haven, they got these cute little model trains. Getting closer to posting my track. Not like I'm in any hurry. So at track 10 it is. And that's how many stops I'm making. So I'm on train number 7. It's the final train. Hour and a half trip from here in New Haven all the way up to Springfield, Massachusetts. That means 7 trains, 5 agencies, 5 states. 5 states were starting with New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, and Massachusetts. I won't be able to show much out the window because it's dark already. I was wondering what this thing is by the window. It's actually a cup holder. Flip it down, flip it out. The last time I rode on this line, it wasn't this fast. That was an Amtrak train, when I think it was just starting to go to Springfield. That may have been close to 18 years ago. That's the Connecticut State Capitol.
This is the train to Springfield. The next station is Windsor. If you are just now joining us, please have your mobile ticket activated or paper ticket available for collection. Thank you.
After 12 hours and 9 minutes, I complete the journey from Atlantic City to Springfield, Massachusetts. So as far as I know, this is the longest commuter rail trip that you can do in the U.S., on heavy rail specifically. I'm pretty sure I could have done this an hour and a half quicker, but I did leave Atlantic City an hour and a half earlier just because of potential problems with SEPTA. Almost happened. It just happened get lucky at the Trenton end. Would I do this again? No. My back is killing me. Commuter rail seats aren't meant for this many hours sitting. Yes, this was a convoluted routing because there were 2 switchbacks. Philadelphia, just the way it works with Atlantic City line, and then just with Long Island Railroad to connect Penn Station to Grand Central. Like I said a few times along the way, in the future, the New Haven line will go to Penn Station. That will make it a little bit more direct. Big thing is, will SEPTA continue to operate the Trenton line in the future? Hopefully it does. I have the feeling this is much more fun if you have other people along. One person was going to be coming along but got called in to work on the day off. So missed out on that fun. Until next time, happy journeys.